it's now midway through week 8 of our excavations at Cannington. As you can see, our excavation of the Roman building has progressed pretty well. We've exposed most of the structural remains, and essentially we discovered that the buildings are quite a bit more complex than we'd originally thought. There's one room which has been demolished probably in the Roman period that I'm still in now. This wall stub would have come out through here and then turned and joined onto that wall. There's then this internal division which I'm now standing on, and then to my right hand side, where we previously had a sort of rough opposite floor, we've now uncovered the in situ remains of pili, which is stacks of tiles which form the underfloor heating system. So it's basically this small square room. It's about 4 metres by 4 metres with these evenly spaced stacks set on a concrete slab. On top of that there was a layer of demolition and then the rough opposite floor that we took off originally. So obviously there was a hypercore system that then has then been demolished, and then just a sort of a rough floor when the building's gone into a second phase of use. We said before, I think, that we imagined the building extended further in this direction, and we've proven it definitely did prior to probably medieval quarrying along the edge, because we've got another internal division wall which would have been going off this way in front of me here, and then a further wall coming off this way, and in this corner which we've just taken out there was another stack of tiles, so we believe that there was another heated room which would have been here. We think this is probably representing a bathhouse, because this room is quite small and there's not a lot of other functions that it could have performed other than for bathing. We think this is probably the tepidarium, which is a sort of warm room, and the room we've lost may have been the coldarium, with the stoke hole being located a few metres in that direction. So the really hot air would have come from under the floor here and then probably come through this channel and into the warm room. We don't know the function of the small room that I was stood in originally at the moment. We do know that the building's been quite significantly remodelled. Where I'm standing now, the original wall would have been slightly further over here, and when they've put in this hypercore system and this concrete floor, they've sort of nibbled into this wall and extended the room slightly further this way. Originally we thought there was another hypercore system over here, these sort of channels you can see running through here and through there. We now think that's more likely to represent some sort of drainage, because it seems to be blocked off before it reaches the room with underfloor heating there. Where I'm standing now, we think there was probably a corridor, so one wall of it would have been here and the other wall would have been here, so I'm sort of stood in the middle and the drain would have run under the floor of the corridor. We still believe that all of the building on this side is likely to be a later extension. So there's this large square room which we've had exposed right from the beginning. The floor in here probably would have been a fair bit higher, because we haven't got any faced walls there at all, whereas over here we can just see the plastered faces of the walls. There's a further room, again extending to the north over in that corner. We've taken out a floor in there as well, but you can see that the wall here is faced, so taking out a floor at this level. So this is the foundation of the room here, so the floor here was about this level, but in that room it would have been slightly higher up, so somewhere built into this structure there must have been steps from this level coming up to that level.